Thank you so much for once again joining me for the Path of Ascension. Today we are going to be doing our updated fight for Mad Mortimer due to 9.1, the fixes that they did with Mikanikos. So the very first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is to come over here to your Soul Mirror. You're going to come down to Mad Mortimer, come over to Humility, and then of course you're going to want to come over to Mikanikos. As far as equipment for this, I would probably just recommend File of Serenity. That way you can keep Braun up just a little bit longer to do a little bit extra DPS. They're most likely going to go past the timer on this. We, of course, are going to go full charms. Because even if we get it to manage to reset, it's going to be due to the red slime still clipping, because that can still occur. You can no longer use the death with Mikanikos to reset the entire fight. What happens if you do that is it causes a stun on Mikanikos where you can't get back in Braun. So they did fix that, but you can still use the Charm of Focus to be able to get back in Braun by generating energy that way. So that is still an immortality tactic right there within itself. But the way this fight works is the mob does consist of 3 different slimes. You have Ortem, the red slime, which will be doing Burning Glob. That will stack up to 10 times, and that will give you Fiery Veins. It kind of gives you an AoE effect to the target that you're hitting, and it explodes. The second one is the green one, which is Immer, which will do a train emote, so he'll chugga chugga choo choo, and he'll charge at you. If he hits you, passes through you, or you're near his area where he ends, it does a splash that you won't be able to see right there, but it will give you a dot, which is Fervent Fever, and that will stack up to 10 times, and that will give you Uncontrolled Vomiting. That does a lot of damage. You do not want that. If you do get it, you have to go over to the blue slime, which is Mort, and stand in the frost until the timer hits 0 on your stack of Fervent Fever, and that will wipe it. But with Morts, as you stand in the field of ice, you'll start getting freezing, which stacks 10 times, and you'll become frozen. Now, the best strategy for this fight, of course, is to hit all 3 with your Hyper Light Beam, because your overhead smash and your melee, of course, is only going to hit 1 target. So just like what we did with Clea, I'm going to pull the red slime over here, so that way we can line him up with the green, and that way we can hit them both with Hyper Light Beam. I will come around the corner, the green will go over there, where I can still kind of see him with Hyper Light Beam, let him charge to here, then up, and then back, and then over, then back. You don't want the green one to ever be out of line of sight, because what happens there is he'll then run quickly to you, and it's almost like he does an instant charge, and you're going to get Fervent Fever, which is really going to eat you alive. Good thing, though, is if you get kicked out of Braun, you can get right back in thanks to your Charm of Focus. You are going to want to move around. If you can still do the glitch with the red slime and the pillar and get the fight to kind of reset itself, and then you can pull just the blue. And then if you have to, you can use high-tech relocation, because the main thing is we want is as we fight them, we're going to get combat flow state, which for every hit gives 1 stack of combat flow state, which stacks 99 times, giving you 198 haste, which is a lot of haste. Now, one thing you can do to start this fight off, because right now there is an energy glitch on Braun, I don't know if it's intended or whatnot, you'll start the fight with no energy. You can attack the target dummies up here to generate orbs up near the bell, which so that way when you start the fight, you'll zone in and have a little bit of energy. If not, you're going to end up also in the fight where you have an endless supply of energy because it's glitched. So I'll show you that real quick. So we'll get some energy over by the bell here real quick, because I think the 2 will be fine. And the good thing is the more you hit with Hyper Light Beam, it'll also give you more combat flow states as well. So we should probably start this with about 5 energy or so. But I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell, and just like you, do the same, so that way you can get notifications of when I post new content. So subscribe, leave a like, and also follow me on Twitch. And down in the description, you'll be able to find a link to the Discord and also to my Twitch. Of course, you can see the 3 different slimes here. Okay, I would recommend waiting until you're down here and you see the timer of the 2 minutes, because I've been getting glitches where the fight has started, and because of that, you're losing precious time. So I'd wait till you're down here, then do your charms and start the fight. But of course, we're going to be dragging him back over to here to fight him, so we can line up the first Hyper Light and kill him. All the mini slimes that Ortem's going to spawn. And of course, once we've done that, We're going to kite him around until he gets low enough that it pulls in the third one. And then we're going to make sure to move over to that column so we can get all three of them hyperlighted. So we're going to go ahead and start this off. We've got the energy glitch right now. So we're going to generate energy in a weird way without having to collect orbs. We're going to let him cast this, and we're going to back up just a little bit more. That works. Which is good because we're going to back up. We'll be able to get those orbs right there. So that's promising. You're going to get RNG with orbs, which kind of sucks, but we're going to keep damaging until we can actually... Come here. Almost time to transition over. Go ahead and we're going to transition over, so we're going to grab orbs on our way. Not get hit by that. We got the fight to restart. We don't have the thing, so we can just DPS. This glitch occurs if the slime's in the pillar and you have him up. He does no damage. He won't attack. He won't fight back. It's very rare. Do not count on this glitch. But normally what you do is you continue to hyperlight all three. We're going to take this win, but you can still get that stuck in the wall. If you manage it, the blue will just stand there. If you have a disease or get dismounted, it will pull them all back. But this is kind of a GG right here. Oh, God. When he enraged, it's like he reset. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run away here. We'll get some separation again here. That way we can hyperlight beam again.
Hold strong, you almost have it.
We're going to kite away. He's slowed for some reason. Just going to keep kiting away here until our hyperlight's back up. Keep running. Because we're generating energy for no reason, so that's fine. So we're just going to kite around. We managed to get 2 different bugs here because of this. Take the heal. I kind of want to be able to hyperlight here. Kiting around. We're going to circle back up so we can get to Braun here. If we can pull off a hyperlight, we'll be set. There we go. And that's kind of how you do it. He glitched and slowed down because he was enraged, but he didn't get the buff because of whatever was going on there. It's two different cheesy methods that were thrown into one, but he hit that enrage timer and punched me out. Just maximize your damage while you can. Stay in Braun as much as you can. I'd probably recommend even doing waiting until your renown is once again high. That is a very rough fight with the current setup, especially starting the fight with a glitch. So I combated a glitch with the glitch, but to get that to happen, once again, you get a line to spawn in the wall. Don't DPS it, kill the other ones. I'd focus target on anything else besides the red. In that case, I was focusing the blue, and the other two reset. In that time frame, before he hits the enrage timer, he does kind of just chill out and do nothing. And you can just DPS him, go balls to the wall against him, just keep punching him, hyperlighting, do everything you need to do. And then once he hits the enrage, he's probably going to one-punch you out of it, but that causes him to then reset, which will keep him slow, and you can kite him around, no fear. It's probably a 1 in 100 chance kind of a situation, but right now it's kind of what you have to do for the cheese method.